Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. Today, in our series of LGBTQ shorts from YouTube, I'll be looking at a very short film called Outgrowing My Shoes. A film that lasts only 3 minutes and 36 seconds, but proves even a short length can convey such an honest and beautiful story that resonates with its viewers. I'm not even sure this has a big LGBTQ theme, to be honest, because I feel it's just woven into the fabric of the protagonist's story. And this I really loved because this is essentially how we live our lives. It's not all of who we are, it's just a small part of us. We start with two girls sitting on the grass. Our protagonist says to her friend, "Do you know the Liberty Bell is fake? It's just a replica." And the friend replies, "You were the one who told me I had to see it." And our protagonist retorts, "Yeah, I know. It doesn't mean I don't want something to believe in." As she's twirling her shoelaces around her fingers. I don't know, maybe it was just me and the fact that I've entered this time of my life where I seem to have lost all hope, and finding things to believe in is hard. That this spoke to me. But losing hope doesn't mean that I don't want to believe. Outgrowing My Shoes is a story of an unnamed girl who lives in Philadelphia. I'm assuming she's 18 because she's looking back through her life and states her age is 18, so she's 18. We're told through her narration that she had a crush on a handful of people, lived through a rotation of coffee shops, at least 5 different homes, seen most of her friends get licenses, and bought more shoes than she ever remembered buying, and said goodbye. At 10, she learned about death. There is a scene of 10-year-old her fishing her dead goldfish out of a tank. FYI, the fish is not real, and therefore no goldfish were harmed in the making of this short film. At 11, she learned the tooth fairy isn't real. At 12, she ran away from home, packing a small bag full of a family photo she'd neatly trimmed her mother out of. Who wants to guess that it was over an argument with her mother? 1 bag of goldfish crackers, cheese-flavored, a gizmo, and Fantastic Mr. Fox by Roald Dahl. She got as far as 1 block. At 13, she had her first date. Age 14, she has her first kiss, with a girl of course. Age 15, she has her first period. Age 16, and she is grocery shopping alone. Her mother allowed that? Like, that's crazy. I was never allowed to grocery shop alone at 16. What the hell? Age 17, and she is joining every club to impress colleges. Knitting, improv, book club. Age 18, committing to college. She's leaving home and going to NYC. And she doesn't look happy, she just looks sad. We end with her favorite pair of shoes, some Converses. She's thrown on some lines. Telephone lines, I don't know. We don't seem to do this here in the UK. It seems to be like a non-British thing to do. So I don't really know. The telephone lines, maybe it's her way of hoping her home doesn't forget her if a part of her is still there. She tells us that she hopes when she is older and looking back at Philadelphia, it will glance back at her. This short is brief, but it still manages to make you feel. To be honest, full-length, hour-long Hollywood movies struggle to convey any kind of depth and story, while this did it in under 4 minutes. It is more than the story of a girl. It is the tale of a place she was born in, and has become part of her. Every little small thing that happened there, so carefully knitted into the fabric of who she is, and the thought and reality of leaving is heartbreaking for her. I think this is something that is unique to many people, that reality of leaving somewhere, your home, where everything happened, where you cannot imagine not being. It's catastrophic and so dramatic, but a reality because emotions, they aren't really things we control. They happen and we have to follow along. The sadness of the death of an old life and the fear and uncertainty about the beginning of another one is part of life and a part of growing up and maturing. I remember being young and being in junior school. I guess that's elementary school for Americans. Every year, you'd see the older class pass through and graduate and go to secondary school. And it never felt sad, but every year the headmaster would say the same thing. It's not the closing of a book, but the start of a new chapter. And it never meant anything to me until I was that one, leaving that small little place that felt safe, and it felt kind and welcoming and warm because I knew it, and I knew the people there. It never meant anything until I was in that place, until I was sat in that spot on that last final day. And then it meant something to me. The bigger school felt so intimidating and scary that leaving that small little spot felt like the most horrible thing that could ever happen in the world. Of course, when I got to the bigger school, it wasn't so bad. And when I look back on that smaller school, it became almost nothing. I really love this, and it's so worth the watch. It really is. It's beautifully written and wonderfully acted. And yes, when I thought about it, I can remember some of my childhood shoes. Not all, but some of them. And yes, I got a little nostalgic. Now, I will go and cry in the shoe closet for all the shoes I left behind and carelessly threw away without a second thought. Until next time, stay safe, take care. I'll see you in the next one.